So our boys just turned 6, and they just love coming to school. If school was every day, they would be here. They just thrive here. They love it so much. Everything about like being here just brings joy, within them. So they just really love school.
Yeah. And just a little story. So they've pretty much been at home with her the first 6 years of their life, and just a little bit of programs here and there. And after 1 week of Slate School, they said to her, "Mommy, we love Slate School more than we love anyone." And so that was like just an indication of just 1 week how seamlessly the transition was. And it was a transition because of the school and the environment and the teachers, that they felt so comfortable.
They've learned a couple of songs here at Slate School, and one of them was around New Year's time. And they took that song, they were not only singing it every day, but they play violin. And they tried to learn to play that on the violin. And that's what their share is this week, is that both of them are going to play that song on the violin without seeing any music, but this came from them, from inside. The project that you do here, they talk about it all the time at home, and they always they want to read more books. They're always asking questions. Like it's really like it's like a 24/7. They always want to learn more. Like there's this thirst for learning that starts here, that starts at home, and it's everywhere now.
And actually, I was amazed. In September, they could not read. And like November, they could read a whole book and understand it. And it was like magic to me. I was like, how did that happen in 3 months? Just like out of nowhere. It was like really amazing. I was just amazed that they learned how to read. And it was like so seamless. It wasn't someone like instructing them and giving them worksheets and all that kind of stuff. It just like naturally, seamlessly, was just like, seems to be just woven into the fabric of their day here. And it just like came out of nowhere. So yeah, I was blown away by how quickly they learned how to read.
For me as a teacher, I think I wanted something that wasn't just an academic place, but a place that really taught them values and the idea of being connected to everything and everyone. So it wasn't just that they were going to get an academic journey, but a journey for even like for themselves inside. Giving the kids themselves ownership of their learning. Like, so it's not this teacher directed, here's what we're going to do, everyone's going to do this at the same time. It's really, what are you interested in? What are you passionate about? And allowing their ideas to flourish and grow. And the fact that a 6-year-old can say, I want to be an expert at this, and allowing that, like you're giving them room to become like self-directed learners. So that to me is, I think, very unique.
Yeah, and just, allowing them to be who they are and kind of not nurturing the seed or the blossom that the child is. Kind of, who is this child, and let's nurture this child. So it's that nurturing environment that really makes it special. I wanted a complete environment for our kids. And so that's just the physical layout of the school, the program, and kind of dedicated, nurturing teachers and faculty. And so something where they went in and it wasn't just a building with people, it was an atmosphere, an environment that they enter in and kind of can really blossom in. And so out of all the schools that we looked at, this was by far the most that was like that. When they were born, one thing I wanted for them is to be comfortable with who they are. And kind of like our parenting, as much as we are able to, has tried to do that. And this environment just furthers that and kind of continues that onwards, where they're just comfortable in themselves and who they are as children, as people.
So I actually asked our boys what they enjoy, and they said 3 things. And the first was project time. And what I see in them is that they feel at the age of 6 that they can be an expert at anything. And one of them asked me after breakfast the other day, like, "Mommy, after this project, won't I know more about this than you?" And I said, "Yes, you might." Like, they really love the idea that they can become experts at something and work at it. And then they also love being outside. Like, that was their second thing that they said, that they love being outside at Slate School. And the third thing was choice time. Like, you give them time to do what is passionate for them and what interests them. And those are the 3 things that I think that I've got from them that they love about Slate School.
How naturally things are done. And so it's not just the natural campus and the natural outdoor settings. It just seems so natural the way the kids are being taught, and kind of how intentional the teaching is, and how it's just integrated and seamless and just holistic and just unfolds and unflowers. And you just see, your children just growing and changing and learning just naturally, organically.
There's one other thing that I've been amazed since the inception of Slate School, which is that every time I would read something, there was always an atmosphere of gratitude to everyone who helped make this school possible. And I see that in my kids. Like, that's a value that we've tried to teach our kids, gratitude. And I feel that they're getting that here. So you had taught them the Grateful song. They sing it every night now before bed. It used to be Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And now, since you've taught them that song, that is what they go to bed with. And to me, like, that is more important than any other academic benchmark that they could make this year, is that they really feel connected. Like, if I say, "Oh, look at the moon," they will recite the first 4 lines from a book that they read here, a nonfiction book, as poetry. So they really feel like connected and grateful for everything. And that's, I think, a really rare, it's a rare thing for people to like live their day in gratitude. And I feel like they feel that here, which is something very unique.
Yeah. And to just add to that is that we feel grateful that they can come to this school.
I'm Prema.
And I'm Dinesh.
And we're so happy we chose Slate School.